Hi guys, it's Jessie Holton here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. Thanks for joining me for another live crafting video. Today I'm playing along with the Sailing Home bundle and I've got some masculine thank you cards to make. So thanks for joining me. I'll flip you around so we can get started. Hi Michelle, how's it going, gorgeous? Just get you guys set up so you can see. Alrighty, so we're using this bundle from down here. It's the stamps and the matching framelits for the Sailing Home bundle. And I've got some of the pressed petals. They've got wood grain in the pressed petals paper. It's the back of the paper that I used for the daisies that I made the other day. Hi Chris. So I've already pre-cut some of that, and I have also I've got a flashcard on my desk. It's a frog. I've also got some basic grey cardstock that I've already cut down to make it into card fronts or card bases, and I've already scored it as well. So I'm just going to layer those on, and I'm just going to do some heat embossing and some die cutting, and we'll make this into a beautiful masculine thank you card. So I've got a bunch. The order was for 7. I'm doing them for a friend of mine. And, you know, it's a chance to play with some new goodies. I also have this new stamp set, another new stamp set. The very Versailles. Very Versailles. Very Versailles. Hi Karma, thanks for joining me. So I was going to use this little scripty one as just a bit of background interest. So I've already got that on a block. I'll put the sticker on. Sorry, excuse me. I still do have just a niggle of a cough left. So I'm just going over that with my embossing buddy. And that's just, it's got anti-static powder in it. So it just keeps the powder, the heat emboss powder, sticking where you want it to rather than just going everywhere. And I'm going to use some copper. My day is made. So I'm busy beaver for the next couple of weeks, trying to get everything sorted because I have a wonderful trip coming up with some very good friends of mine. Missy. Hi Sandy. So I'm trying to get everything organised before we go. So I'm just going to put that here because I want it to sort of just be in the background, not really showing a lot. It's just, you know, a bit of added interest. And the copper on the wood, it won't show much at all, but it'll be a lovely little bit of texture in the paper. So I'm going to heat emboss that, and I'm going to use the lower heating setting just because this pressed petal paper is the thinner paper and it does curl really easily. So I'm just going to use the lower the number 1 heat setter, which just take a little bit longer, and it's not good for my levels of patience. I'm trying to resist the urge to just whack it on the heat, whack it on the hot one. It's such pretty script. And it's so fine, you can't even make out what it says. I can't even tell if it's written in English. Given the name of the stamp set, it might well be written in French. Okay. And I feel like I want a bit of splattering on this as well. Get my basic grey. Is it basic grey? Yes. My Stampin' Right marker. That should do. Just mess it up a little bit. Give it a bit more of a grungy look. Okay. See that pretty writing? You didn't realise it had different heat settings. You're funny, Michelle. Isn't that beautiful? So, alright. What else are we going to put on there? I want to stamp the lighthouse. And I want to do some basic grey. And what other colour? What do the framelits look like? Don't know if I should do black. Let's try it. We'll have a look. The gun you have just has one. Maybe it's an old... Is it an older model, maybe? Sorry, guys. I don't mean to keep coughing at you. Okay, so I'm going to stamp some of these images and then cut them out, die cut them. So I'll put my heat gun away. And get some whisper white. We'll do stamp some of these images. Some of these bits in there could really be thrown out. They're not very good scraps. Alrighty, so I'm going to stamp the lighthouse. And might stamp that directly onto the card. I haven't put the stickers on these ones yet. How naughty am I? Let's pop some of these stickers on, hey? Okay. And now, which way up does this go? This way? And we've got the thank you. The thanks. Or maybe I could do some black seaweed and then black heat emboss the thanks sentiment. That might look nice. And what else are we going to use on there? Might use the birds, hey? Okay, that'll do for now. I'll put the rest up after when you're not looking. Congrats. No, we don't want congrats. All right. So I'll get my basic grey. Oh, I've got too much crap on my table. I can't turn my caddy around. That'll do. stamp that, and what are we going to die cut? I might die cut the, whoops. Might die cut the little framelit for the thanks and then heat emboss it afterwards so that it doesn't get crushed. The heat embossing gets all squashed. When you put it through the big shot. Alrighty, I think I'm ready. So, move this stuff out of the way. Hi, Rebecca. What did I do with my stamp bit? There it is. Okay. Pop that on. These new framelits are such a snug fit. They make it really easy to line things up. How cute is that little sentiment? that little tag. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And then I still need this. It's just the right size, isn't it? Am I going to do this in grey? Might leave it off. Might not need it. Put it together first and then we'll see if it still needs the little steering wheel. It's an odd scrap, isn't it? Wonder what I've been doing. Okay. Hi Gail, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Pop these back in the packet for now. Where's my good bit gone? Okay, so I might be missing something along the bottom, I think. I might have to chop the side of that. Lighthouse off. Where's my birds gone? Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of the black. You don't need much. That'll do. Okay. I think I'm going to glue it on the card front now. So the story behind these cards, they're thank you cards for a friend of ours. to give out. So her house, her fire, her heater set fire to the house overnight while they were sleeping. The back of the house caught fire, and they woke up to all of their neighbours beeping their car horns and banging on the doors. And thankfully, you know, they were all fine. They got out. No one was hurt. But the fire was right behind the bedroom of her toddler, who was the same age as my son Ryan. And that's just a bit too close to home. It's very scary. Now I'm going to leave this really long because I want to open it up and fray this ribbon. But so these are the cards for her neighbours and for the police, or not the police, the fire brigade, that came and saved their house and saved their family. It's a bit worrying, isn't it, that these things happen? So I said to her that I'd make her some cards to say thank you, because, you know, it's what I do. Hi Sandra, hi Kathy. So that's the reason that they were masculine cards anyway, but that's why I've chosen this particular set of colours. You know, I like to make things that are sort of representative. So this is the wood from the back of their house, and the seaweed is a bit telltale of the flames. My thought process anyway. Alright, so I might get these open. So this ribbon is a bit like a tube. You can poke your scissors down inside the tube and cut it open on one side, and then we'll open it all up and fray it. It's a bit tricky, especially if you've got really long, narrow, sharp scissors. Makes it a bit harder. But yeah, so anyway, we live down near the ocean here, so I thought that this stamp set in particular was good to do these masculine cards for the firefighters and the neighbours. I thought that they would be, you know, fitting. It does fall apart a lot. The copper trim is actually made of like really fine wire. Oh dear, excuse me. Alright, and now we are going to heat emboss this tiny little sentiment. It'll be worth it. I'm going to fit on one of these. Make sure it's on straight. And I've got to find my heat embossing. And what did I say? I was going to do it black, didn't I? We've got beautiful new shimmery black heat embossing as well, but I thought that that might actually be a bit too girly for these cards, doing the shimmery. I'm wondering if maybe I should do it on basic grey. We might do a little faux basic grey after. Let's heat emboss it first. And that way we'll get still the white stitching to look cute. Okay. I'm just going to pin this down with my scissors and I'm not sure if I like that heat embossed. It loses its fine lines, doesn't it? So this is what I was talking about before. Can't really see it now. dry the ink a bit so that it goes lighter. So that way you still get the white showing up in the little stitches and the little side bits there. Hi Wendy. Hi Vicky. Yeah, it's crazy, hey, you know, the heater that they always use, they've lived in that house for a long time and just set fire to the house overnight. A bit crazy. Don't know if I'm going to use that. Might just do black ink on grey cardstock. Because I think that getting tongue twisted, it loses a little bit of its, you know, the fine lines. So where's my stamp? Get my memento. Need a bigger desk. Who's excited for the new Big Shot replacement? Don't know what it's gonna be. They're holding out on us. Should be good. Oh, my tummy's gurgling. Must be lunchtime. That looks better. Okay. Where did I put my card? Alrighty, some dimensionals. What do you think? I think that's a nice masculine card. I don't think it needs anything else on there. I like that the... Oh, dearie me. Can you guys hear my stomach? Just a little bit of detail in the background there with that stamp, compass, whatever it is, and the birds. And a bit of flicking. Thanks, guys. Alright, so we'll do an inside. I don't have any pre-cut insides. How terrible. I have to cut my own paper. I do usually cut my own paper. just being a diva. So 14.5 by 10.1 is what I cut my insides at. And it is the same as the size of the wood on the front. So what are we going to put on our little... I think I'll just mimic the front because I don't have a particular stamp set that says thank you for saving us from our burning house. Don't know whether to do the thanks here or the thanks in the middle. Maybe should have done it a little bit more over onto the... There we go. Fixed. Was just sitting a bit too far out, wasn't it? Well, I think that's it. No glue. I'm losing everything on my desk today. Must have too much crap out. That's the sign, isn't it, when you need to clean your desk. There we go. You need it, Sandy, you need it. Naughty girl. What am I naughty about? I'm a good girl, Michelle. Missy Mills, you know I'm a good girl. Be good or good at it. Alright, so I think that's it. So I might jump off. I have to replicate this a couple more times. Hopefully it does the trick. And I think the lighthouse has nice significance over the events. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, girls. I'm going to go and have something to eat before my stomach takes over the world. and then I'm going to come back and make a few more of these cards. But I will join you guys again soon. And yeah, definitely, this bundle is really pretty, and it's cheap. It's not actually all that much. 81, I think it is. 88. So there's 151066 for the stamps plus the dies. And you can make some very beautiful scenes with it. It's got some lovely boats and... Hang on, where's the stamp set? I'll show you. And it's got this rope that you can actually line it up if you use the Stamparatus and go down 2 notches. It lines up so you can do the rope after the rope after the rope. And it's got the 2 lots of sailing boats, the anchor, 3 little birds, some really lovely sentiments. Let hope be your anchor through the storms of life. Set sail in the direction of your dreams. Thanks and congrats, and you're my true north. And then this beautiful lighthouse and the compass. And then in the framelits, there's some extra little bits that you get in the framelits when I find them. So you get the seaweed that we used today, which is 2 pieces in one, but you could cut that in half if you wanted to make it 2 separate bits. And then it's also got these 2 little spinners for on top of the compass, and the rope, a long piece of rope, and a little knotted rope, and this beautiful framelit. It's really lovely. So there's some beautiful bits in the set, and these obviously fit the 2 boats and the anchor, and then you get the one for the lighthouse. And the compass stamp, I think that's a 1.5 inch. No, it must be probably 1 3/4 inch if you've still got that. But anyway, it would probably fit in the circle framelits with the stitched edges. You could use that. Hi Karen, I sure can. I will send you a message. And hi Letitia. Alright, well thanks for joining me today guys. Karen, I'll shoot you a message in a minute. And if you guys have any questions or queries, please let me know. So this is the Sailing Home Bundle. And I am Jessie Holton, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. And I'll chat to you guys again soon. Okay, bye!